Even on the lowest mode, this thing's pretty good. This thing's pretty good. Especially when it's pitch black, because it's so nice. The width on it. Wow. That's the lowest mode, and I do believe if we hold it in, we have a firefly mode, so there you go. Which isn't bad. When it's pitch black, I mean, this is pretty good. We'll go over the lumens and how bright each one is when we get to the house, but... Alright guys, so what we got here is the Olight Seeker 2. Been carrying this thing around for the last few days, and figured I'd show you guys. I really like this thing a lot. The box is pretty nice. It's got a couple of different features in this light that Olight hasn't done, at least that I've seen. Maybe with the Seeker series it may be a little different, but this is the Olight Seeker 2 Pro. Is that a thumbnail? Thumbnail! So this thing, opening it up, it's got, I already obviously have it unboxed, but it has your typical directions, like a quick guide here for you. And then something new that Olight did, or at least with the Seeker, I have never seen this with any other light that they have. This is a wall mount charger, and what you do is you mount this to the wall, and then you put the charger on the top here, and then the light actually goes to that like that, and that's a pretty nice feature. So you know, I guess you would put it like this actually, and just kind of stand it on there. But really nice. Comes with the typical Olight sheath, which I really wish they would come up with something a little nicer when you're paying this kind of money. This one that I have that has this light in it, the M2R Warrior, it turned on, and I have trouble with this light now. There's something wrong with this thing. I still have yet to send it out, but this light is a tactical light. That's why it stays on my plate carrier, but it burned a hole straight through the bottom of this right here, because it was on. It was on for probably about 5 minutes, and it just melted this thing. So this is a good light. It's just, you know, plate carrier light, kind of like a backup type of deal. So this thing though is just super nice. This is my house light now, and walking the dog light, and just general purpose around the house kind of deal. This is their limited edition. Came with this nice little patch, Olight Elite 2020. Came with a sticker too. That's on my hard hat. It's got this really nice grip on there. You'll see me walking the dog. I'm gonna throw footage in of me walking the dog. You're gonna see the distance to throw on this thing is like 400 feet at least. Unbelievable. It's got a little bit of a notching, I guess you would call it, to the bezel here. You see these 3 bright ass LED bulbs, or I guess they're called. My favorite feature that I've seen so far is the digital like LED light when you turn it on, how it like has these little green guides here that tells you what mode you're in, and one side's power and one side is what mode you're in, right? There's your full blast. 3200 lumens this thing is, guys. 3200. And look at when you turn it off. So when you turn it off, if you watch them LED lights, let me see if I can get that's pretty neat, right? This is the limited edition carbon fiber print one, and look at how sexy that looks. And look, they put Hard City on there for me. Not sure you're gonna be able to see that, but it does say the channel name. And it's just it's a comfortable light to have. I wouldn't necessarily tactical light this thing, you know. It's a little heavy for a plate carrier. It's much more heavier than this one. This is really light compared to this one. And this one's okay. It's just, you know, you got the silent clicker. This is a tactical light, you know. Tactical light here. I think it needs a new battery or something, but I'm gonna send that out fairly soon. Or if Olight, if you're watching this, maybe email me and we can get together. Actually, a subscriber won one of these before. I stopped doing giveaways, but I feel bad that I can't give everyone something. We might do giveaways some more. I don't want to have to bribe people to be subscribed to my channel. I think that's cheesy. But this thing's going through some shit already. Look at it. All my tools get abused and used, baby. But not this one. This is going to stay in the house. It's a little pricey. I think it's, God, was this thing over $100? I don't even know. God, I'm so bad. So bad. It's a fun light, though. It's cool looking, very nice. I mean, you know, if you're a flashlight collector of a sort, I guess, or connoisseur, or you're just into flashlights, which, you know, I don't know why, as men, we like flashlights. I think it's just the fact that it's a quality tool that gets us, you know. But so one side's battery, one side's brightness. Yeah, okay, so I was right. I was just looking in the camera wrong. So this thing's at full charge. And it does have the new type of Olight charger, which actually, it's the MCC1AL charger. And basically what that means is it'll stop charging when it's fully charged. It'll just kind of be there. It won't keep pumping juice into it. It's a smart charger, I guess they call it. Came with this little, like, doodad here, too, to keep your wire organized. Some other stuff it came with are these like wall wire organizers for when you mount your charger. I'm not sure where I want to mount this, in the studio or probably next to the bed where the rifle is, or where my handgun is for my nightstand. Not my 43, but something else. Anyway, came with a, what is this? Microfiber cleaning cloth. Wow, I didn't know it came with this. That's pretty cool. That's definitely new. Little white microfiber cloth. Does it say Olight on it, or is it just a... Alright. Little cloth. Clean the lens up. It's pretty cool. Clean the camera lens. I'm sure it's all boogied up. Man, I took a couple photos on Instagram walking a dog with this, and the photos are doing well. Might use one for a thumbnail, or this. Bunch of trash on the table. So you got your typical directions, owner's manual. No one has patience for those typical Olight stuff, which, you know, a couple of screws for your... Actually came with the drywall plugs too, so you can mount this. So all that's in the box. That's where I keep all that. The wire, charger. I don't know where I'm gonna mount this thing yet. And then I got the Velcro. I mean, what are you gonna do with that? If you collect these types of things, then it comes with the Velcro patch. So I have an abundance of Olights right now. I wish they just would do something with this case. It's terrible. It's terrible. Maybe a nice leather one that hangs. So the problem is when it goes to your belt and it's big like this, it gives you limited room to maneuver. That's the one thing I didn't like about this one too. There's no room to maneuver around. It's like where the light is kind of like how, if your leg's here or whatever, it's just very awkward. It's big. But if they made some kind of like hook, if you could hang it, it'd actually be better. If you just hung it from your belt from like a clamp or something, that would work. I might try that for a little while, but I think this light's a little too nice for work. It's gonna get destroyed. Any of you guys ever seen any of my lights? Like, here's one from work that I don't use anymore because there's something wrong with it. This is the Phoenix LD30. And like, you know, it just doesn't work right. I don't know what's up with it. I'm going to change the battery and go from there, but I keep charging it, and it just, I don't know. But don't get me wrong. I mean, this light is getting its ass handed to it. It's only probably a month or two old, and look at it already. I mean, you guys want to talk about EDC tools? I actually use my stuff big, hardcore, every day. I use flashlights constantly. They're dropping, falling, getting banged into things, and I'm looking for stuff and machines. my EDC gear doesn't just sit in my backpack for a day where I may or may not use it. And there's guys like that, and I see their EDC gear. I'm like, that thing doesn't even look touched. All their stuff looks like this, most people. It's like, dude, you're just buying it to buy it. I'm trying to literally find a good light for work. And just, they all suck. They're all terrible. Even Olights, I don't care. For hard use every day, banging around, dropping, these batteries don't last. They just don't last. And this light will be good for at home if I use it every now and again. But if I start bringing this to work every day and really getting into it, it's going to end up like this thing with just destroyed. The bezel I had to lock tight together because it just kept falling apart. I'm banging stuff in with it, prying stuff. I mean, it's all fucking scratched up. And this is a limited edition light too, and it's pretty pricey. And but you know, I like it. It's a good light. It just something about hard use that just it doesn't work. I mean, you're just better off buying a cheapy AAA, to be honest with you. And if Olight, I think, needs to just come out with a basic hard city use light, like a light that is made for guys who are gonna use that thing every day. They make these lights for guys that go, oh, look at my light collection. That's what they do. This is not a light that you're gonna take and get marked up. Look at this thing. It's beautiful. This is a collector's item right here, guys. This is not a fucking light. I mean, it's a working flashlight. I mean, if you're on search and rescue, you're gonna see the B-roll. This thing is bright. Of course, they have the baseball field lit up, which is never lit up. So usually this graveyard is just completely pitch black, but might be able to get a good idea of the Seeker and some of its modes in glory. Let's go right to the high mode. Boom! That tree is about 100 feet away. The throw on this thing is ridiculous. There's a shed about 200 feet. This thing is... There's a guy walking. Didn't mean to do that, but this thing is fucking bright. Look at Storm. What you got, mama? There's always cats and stuff back here. Man. If you're a cop, I said before, some of these bigger lights, I mean, these are lights you want for searching for someone. Someone's drowning in the water or any kind of stuff like that. I mean, this thing is got it going on. You're looking at a good 300, 400 feet away there. Easy. It's a football field away. I mean, I can get that guy in the beam. Look at it. It's crazy. Whew. This thing really is bright as shit. Now let's check out some of the other modes while we're here. Storm, hold on. There's your, it gets hot though. That's the only thing. So there's your shadow mode. And you hold it. I love these LED lights. Hold it in, you got your highest mode, and double tap, and you got 3,200 lumens. It's fucking, wow. But it gets red hot, guys. It gets really hot. But if you're just walking your dog through dope land here, like I have to do, the second mode here is ideal for dog walks. It's got a straight low type of beam that's right on it. Should have brought the gimbal out, but I think we're okay. Lots of old dirty heroin needles. It's just because the dope heads come from the neighborhood way across the way, like a couple miles away, and they end up coming around here. They've been doing a pretty good job keeping this clean as of lately, but man, usually it's pretty bad. But they've been cleaning up a lot. I think they got a crew out here. The neighborhood's been complaining. I mean, you can't walk your dog. It's like there's fucking needles everywhere. So, or broken glass or this or that. So like usually that field is off. I've never seen this field on. They must be getting ready to, I don't know. I've never seen it on. Maybe school? I don't think that's a school. Well, anyway. This is usually really dark in this area. Like, it's pitch black. These lights just don't really do a whole lot. But we can go from the graveyard. We are on let's check the Apple Watch. We're on the northeast side, so we can check the beam out again. Double click it. Wow. Good luck being a perpetrator hiding from this fucker. It's not even gonna let me do it no more. It doesn't have a long battery life from what I've been seeing so far. The battery really is not great on this, and it gets so hot so fast. So Olight, you know, these big lights are cool, but they really get hot. So that's one thing. But pretty cool. When we get in the house, we'll do a detailed review of the outside of it. But this is a good light. I like it for like just walking the dog for sure. It's a little big for me for at work. I still haven't found a happy medium light I want for work. It needs to be skinny enough, not too bulky, not getting in my way. Like, this thing's big, you know, it's big, but it's perfect for walking a dog for sure. It's got this really nice grip. You know, here's a pretty dark area of the graveyard here. Maybe we can get a better idea of how bright this thing actually is. So let's see, boom, boom. I mean, wow. All right, guys, this thing is hella bright. Those trees are a good 200 feet, 300 feet away, some of them. And we're hitting them, so pretty good. And as I said outside, I'll talk about the lumens. You got, in turbo, 3,200 lumens. And that'll go for 150 minutes. 2 plus 150 minutes. Okay, I guess that's when it's fully charged. All right, high mode is 1,200 lumens. 30 minutes. Medium's 300 lumens. 30 minutes. 9 hours. Oh, 9 hours, sir. I don't know what this means. This is like... Anyway, it's a little bit confusing. What's 9 hours and 30 minutes. I'm sorry. 110 plus 30 minutes. All right, I get it now. Low mode, 50 lumens, 52 hours. And moon mode, which is the lowest mode, 5 lumens, 12 days it'll last if you just use it like that. So that's not terrible, but in a post-apocalyptic situation, that's not going to cut it. You're going to need something that's going to last for about 5-6 months or more without ever having to charge it. Now, if you have this one, if you have this and you carry an extra battery for this, or maybe a backup flashlight, sure, throw this in your prep bag, but look at the size. This is a 5,000 milliamp battery, guys. This is a big fucking battery in here. You're not just going to find these in neighborhoods when you're in a situation. It's also waterproof. IPX8 2 meters. Not bad. Man, this is a good light. It's a good light. What else do we got here? Yeah, the magnetic charger. It's drop proof. I mean, you know, up to what standards? I don't know. It seems like I drop a couple of Phoenix lights or Olights and they never work again right after that. Never again. I do have something pretty cool though. So, brought a bunch of different lights out here. This is a new thing from Olight. This is the Open 2. I guess they had this before. Really cool little bolt action flashlight. This is an engineer's dream. Storm, you're not gonna do that right now. This thing, engineer's dream right here. Just keep this in your pocket. You can really limit the gear you have with this. And it's a really nice pen too, actually. Very sleek design. I really like this. This is like my favorite pen right now. It's a little bit heavy, but you can slim out your gear and just have this. If you carry a pen and a flashlight, you know, now all you need is this. But yeah, I really enjoy this a lot. This is really nice by Olight. Good job on that. Some other Olights that I do, like, just to show you guys, like, look at how beat up. This is one of my favorites. This always stays in my little fanny pack, but look at this thing. They just get tortured, man. And this one always works. Needs a new battery. This is a AAA. Hi, Bard. Storm's gonna help with the review. Or just a little flashlight talk. Why not? Hi, mamas. Yeah, this thing gets tortured. This is still one of my favorite lights. I like this light so much. The S1R Baton 2 is probably top 5 flashlights EDC of all time. But this is another light that every now and again, like that, it doesn't stay in the high mode. And believe me, I just charged this thing, and the batteries do not last that long. When you use these things a lot, these batteries, they just don't last, guys. They get cooked. If you use it every now and again, you know, fine. But this one is the one I've been carrying a lot lately too, which is also encountering the same type of problem. This is the Phoenix E18R, right? Is that what this one is? Yeah, the E18R, and I like this light. It's got all the same kind of features, but it constantly just dies. It's constantly dying. And the reason why is because these are my flashlight headlamp lights. And I don't want to have, like, people, well, why don't you just carry a headlamp? Because I like the convenience of being able to have a flashlight that I can always, no matter what, go hands-free. I don't want to have to go looking for a headlamp, and I don't want to carry a headlamp. I just want one here, and I can pull it out, clip it on my hat, boom. But these types of lights, after a while, you use them a ton, you know. The Olight's not bad. It'll stay in the mode like this, but if you try to get it in the high mode, it's not going to do it. So even with a fresh battery, it won't last that long. And this one sometimes just won't even turn on. It does this little flashy thing, says it's dead. I just charged it. Just replaced the battery in this too, actually. Just replaced the battery in this. So this one, it hasn't even seen bad days. This is pretty new. Compared to how fucked up my flashlights get when I use them. Like, let's take a look at my favorite. This is still probably my favorite EDC light. You know, as far as like bigger lights go. But the Olight S2R Baton, I took the pocket clip off it, but look at this abuse this thing's going through. And this thing still kicks strong. It just doesn't have, it's a little too big for a headlamp. So this is the light I like to carry on me sometimes. I need to get a custom sheath for it because I have the Kydex one, and it puts you in the same situation where it's very stiff on your belt. And I like to be able to maneuver when I'm at work, and it just limits your, you know, it's getting jammed in your leg and your thigh and in your stomach. And that's the same thing with this giant thing on your hip. So these aren't really, I think a flashlight company maybe needs to get with me, and we'll come up with something that's just going to kick everything out of the window. Something thin but not too thick. You know, something like this, but maybe a little bit bigger. Clicky, AAA, easy to change batteries, and also pretty bright. Not too bright, goes on your hat, not too heavy, beautiful sheath, just something nice, something really nice like that. It's either you get a nice light with a shitty sheath, or a nice light that don't work, or a nice knurling, or, like, don't get me wrong, I have 2 of these. I have the black one too that I switch back and forth when one goes out, but I just want a reliable light. And I know you guys can put in the comments all the different lights. Look at that for a thumbnail. That you want to, you know, if you want to do that, that's fine. I'll take that in consideration for sure. All the different lights, and I'll check them all out. If you guys know of one, that's really neat. Oh, that's a thumbnail, huh? What do you guys think? Is that the thumbnail for the video, or do we need to keep working here? Keep working it, baby. Maybe this one goes in the center. It's the center of attention. Oh, it stayed put. How about that? All right, now we're getting somewhere, huh, guys? This is what YouTubers do. We create thumbnails. Let's move the gimbal. Guess that's not bad. I don't know. We'll figure it out. You'll see the thumbnail. It'll be something like, you know, magical. So yeah, but I do like this light a lot. It's got a lot of cool features. It's just like I said. This is like a play light, guys. This is not, you know, you're gonna pull it out. It's gonna work. It's gonna work for a long time. But it's heavy. You know, it's not something you're gonna carry at work. Something that's gonna go in a truck or a tractor or a tractor trailer. You know, or a farm guy in your tractor, or, you know, plate carrier stuff, you're going to add weight to your plate carrier with this. You're going to see the difference. If you have other weight on there and you add this, you're going to see the difference. It's pretty heavy. I'd rather have just something like this, or this is even a little bit too much for a plate carrier. It's just good because it's a self-defense option, but if you got a plate carrier, you probably got a rifle, so what do you need a flashlight for? Plus you probably have one on your AR anyway, so you don't really need a flashlight on there. But and it teaches their own. I still like, for mainly this is the ideal light. And it's been taking a pretty hard abuse. I just wish it was able to have a little bit smaller maybe, or just, I don't know, man. I think I want to design my own light. I think I do. I wish Olight would get with me and be like, all right, how do we do this? What can we come up with? Because, hey, Olight, I can draw, and I'm pretty creative. And I think I could come up with something that'll blow your minds if you want. But we're not going to discuss it on this channel because somebody will steal my idea. So, Olight, I would love to work with you. Or Phoenix, or someone. I know Phoenix has messaged me before about doing some work with them as far as testing lights or reviewing lights. But, I can't get one of your lights to work properly, Phoenix. So, that's an issue for me, actually. And they work okay, but not to the standard where I need, where hard use. This is hard city raindrops. Everything we do here is getting abused very rigorously and very much every single day. Not once a week, not once a month. I'm going to pop my light off to find the, clothespin or something that my wife dropped in the hamper in the basement. Or, I got to root through my sock drawer because I dropped an Advil in there or something. Or, don't wake the baby, so put it on 5 lumens every now and again. This is not what I do. I'm every single day looking at machinery, trying to see where problems are, dropping it in the gook and grease and water and soda and sugar and syrup and all kinds of nasty shit fucking where I work around. But the Olight Seeker 2, Olight, you did a fantastic job. This is a beautiful light. I loved it. I love everything about it. It's just, it's too nice for what I need to do. So it's going to stay home and be the home, hey, get out of my house or you're going to get hit with 3,200 lumens. Also, please stop putting strobe mode on these fucking EDC lights. It makes no sense. Nobody uses fucking strobe. Alright. Some lights, I get it, but to me, it's like, it's just that annoying, why is that on here? This light doesn't have it, which I really appreciate. You can make it do it if you want, but this thing's simple. 2 modes, and that's all we want out of a light. Maybe this in titanium, like a titanium version of, like a super strong version of this would be perfect. I mean, I would get a new sheath for that because this will just fall right through here. So it needs to be, this is made for this Olight, this work sheath I had. But this is actually starting to become a little bit of a problem with the jeans I wear. It's getting crimpled up, and this thing, guys, I love this thing. This is from Tail and Eyes and my EDC work sheath. And I use my multi-tool, my pen, and my flashlight so much at this thing. I just can't leave and go to work without this thing. It's impossible for me to do so. This is so important. The pen I don't use so much anymore because I mainly will just have this pen, I wish Olight would make this pen smaller, or like a pen light. I would actually maybe, a pen light would be, if this would fit in there, but it was smaller, it won't fit in there. But anyway, you guys know what I'm saying. So that's it. I will see you guys in the next one. Hope you enjoy the video. Like, share, subscribe. Want to be a Patreon member? Links will be below for all that. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Love you all. Peace.